Take an example. The lifetime, sorry, the life of a compressor factor is known to be 200 months on an average. On an average. So following an exponential distribution. Following an exponential distribution. Find the probability that the life of a compressor first one less than 200 months, second one between 100 months to 25 years. Between 100 months. So they are given that the life of a compressor is 200 months on an average. That is, average lifetime of a compressor is 200 months. And it is also mentioned that here it follows the exponential distribution. So we take the mean of an exponential distribution. Mean of distribution. Exponential distribution is 1 by alpha. So here it is equal to 200 is equal to 1 by alpha. So this implies 1 upon 200. Either you can put it in decimals or you can write it in fractions only. So we have got the value of alpha, which is 1 by 200. Now we will write the exponential distribution function. Exponential distribution function. F of x is equal to alpha e raised to minus alpha x. So here alpha is 1 by 200, e raised to minus x by 200 function. Now first question is, the life is less than 200 months. Probability that the life of compressor is less than 200 months. How to write it? How will you go for it? Less than 200 months. How will you write it? Less than 200 means? Am I audible, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Probability that x is less than 200. So x is less than 200 means what you have to do? It is the exponential distribution function, which is a continuous distribution function. So you will take integration actually from minus infinity to 200. It is less than 200. So it means minus infinity to 200 of f of x dx. But for an exponential distribution, x is greater than 0. So we will take integration from 0 to 200 of the function f of x. It is 1 upon 200 e raised to minus x by 200 dx because x is greater than 0. So we can integrate it and substitute upper and lower limits. 1 upon 200 outside, integration of e raised to minus x by 200. Because e raised to minus x by 200 divided by minus 1 by 200. Limits are from 0 to 200. This cancels. Minus e raised to minus x by 200 from 0 to 200 are the limits. From 0 to 200. What's the value there?
In total answer minus 0.6321 getting minus outside and plus.
No, not writing.
Ma'am, 0.6321, ma'am.
Final answer.
Yes, ma'am.
So for the next one, what it is? Between 100 months to 25 years. How will you write it? Between 100 months to 25 years means what will you write it as?
Limits are from 100 to 200.
100 to
200.
100 to 200. Did you convert it into months? 25 years are there. Convert it into months. Convert 25 months, 25 years into months. So multiply 25 into 12. How much it is? 25 into 12. 100? 25. To 10 is 250. My OneNote is not writing. I have to go back and come back again. Otherwise, it will not work now. Did you get that answer? 200 to 300? So to integrate, just change the limit from 200 to 300. Integration will remain same.
No, what is the second question?
200. Yes? I'm not hearing you clearly.
No, what is the second question, ma'am? Second part.
Second question, it is the life is between 100 to 25 years. 100 months to 25 years. 100 months to 25 years. So one is in months, the other one is in years. Can't do it directly. Convert that 25 years into months. So to integrate between 200 to 300.
Ma'am, 0.3835, ma'am.
And just since I have to shut down my laptop and come back, it's not working. I'll just explain, tell you another example, note it down and try to do it. I'll come back. All examples are similar only here. There is not much difference. The length of a telephone conversation, the length of a telephone conversation has an exponential distribution, has exponential distribution with a mean of 3 minutes. With a mean of 3 minutes. Find the probability that a call ends in first question it is first question ends in 3 minutes. Find the probability that a call, then first question, ends in less than 3 minutes. Question takes between 3 to 5 minutes. Takes between 3 to 5 minutes. Hope you have taken the question.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll just go back and Did you try the example?
Yes, ma'am.
What's the answer?
My first answer is 0.6321.
I'll just see. B-division students, you have messaged that you didn't attend the class yesterday completely. So the exponential function, there is much in that. The exponential distribution function that is defined in the form f of x is equal to alpha e raised to minus alpha x, where alpha is always greater than 0 and even x is also greater than 0. Or we write it as this is a function for x greater than 0 and it is 0 otherwise. This is how the function is defined, where again alpha is a constant. That's what we have discussed much more, that we have shown that it is positive because alpha is positive, x is positive, the function is positive. And if you take integration of this function from minus infinity to plus infinity, you will get it as 1. If you evaluate this integration of the function, that is integration from 0 to infinity of alpha e raised to minus alpha x dx, you will get it as 1. Because we are taking 0 because x is always greater than 0 here. So even though it is minus infinity to plus infinity, since the function is defined only for values of x greater than 0, we take the integration from 0 to infinity. So it is integration from 0 to infinity of alpha e raised to minus alpha x dx. You will get it as 1. That shows that it is a probability distribution function. Okay. Then we have one for example. Just I think I'll be sharing the video today. Anyhow. Okay. The example that you considered was just now. Mean is how much? 3 minutes. And one more thing we have discussed is mean of the exponential distribution is 1 by alpha. Mean is 1 by alpha. Standard deviation is also 1 by alpha. Variance is 1 by alpha square. Standard deviation is 1 by alpha. I just derived mean because it is mentioned that derivations are not there for the syllabus. I had not seen it. They have removed the mean and variation derivations from the syllabus. But yes, don't leave them completely. See that you know the procedure. But all they ask, then you should know how to do it. Okay. So I have derived this mean. It is 1 by alpha. So here, in the example that I had stated, mean is given C. So it means 1 by alpha is 3, and this implies alpha is 1 by 3. Now with this, we will write the exponential function. The exponential function f of x is equal to this alpha e raised to minus alpha x. And the first question asked is, the call ends in less than 3 minutes. The probability that x is less than 3. That means you have to take integration from 0 to 3 of f of x dx. Every time it is the same. Again, 1 by 3 will be outside here. Whatever 1 by alpha will be there, we will be keeping it outside. Integration of e raised to not 1 by alpha. Alpha will be kept outside. Then integration of e raised to minus alpha x means we will be getting e raised to minus alpha x divided by minus alpha. Only the limits will change here. Only the limits, whatever you get. Alpha cancels. Every time you will be getting the same kind of example. What's the answer? Ajay, you are telling the answer for this. I hope. How much?
0.6321.
0.6321.
6321. Okay. And second one, probability that it lasts between 3 to 5 minutes.
0.1790.
These are the answers. The examples are all same here. Similar sign, can solve them easily. I'll take one more example on this. With this. The sales per day, yes,
Ma'am, what is the starting of the question, that the length of the telephone after that?
conversation, telephone conversation. The sales per day in a shop. I think we are happiest today from yesterday. BTU has announced that 5 out of 10. I thought strength will be very much less, but looking into strength, I am happy. I already, you might have chosen which modules have to be done, but
total marks will be for 100 only, no?
Yes, total marks will be 100 only. Only the thing is, you can choose any 5 questions out of 10. So if at all you do 3 modules, then you will be attempting all 100 marks question paper. If at all you prepare only 3 modules out of 5. Whether you go for all the modules perfectly or not, at least my suggestion is, don't leave this probability, even though you may feel difficulty now. At least learn it, whether you do it for the sake of examination or not, because it is much necessary for your aptitude later. So just know the things, what all is there. Which chapters you are going to select depends on you. Better it is, and this is the last semester that you have mathematics, which I hope is a scoring subject. Try to do better at least this time. The sales per day in a shop is exponentially distributed with the average sale amounting to rupees 100. Amounting to rupees 100, and net profit is 5%. Net profit is 5%. Sorry, 8%. Net profit is 8%. Find the probability that the net profit exceeds rupees 30 on 2 consecutive days. A little bit different example this is. The sales per day in a shop is exponentially distributed. So already it is given, it is an exponential distribution with an average sale amounting to rupees 100. So average means, again, it is the mean of the exponential distribution. Mean of the exponential distribution is equal to 100. So we'll write 1 by alpha is 100. This implies alpha is 1 by 100, or even you can take 0.01. Okay, and net profit is 8%. I hope you understand the meaning of it. Profit is 8%. Find the probability that profit exceeds rupees 30. Forget about the consecutive days. We'll just first go for the profit exceeds rupees 30. How to go for this? What will you write? With the alpha, you can write the probability function, exponential function, f of x is equal to alpha e raised to minus alpha x, 0.01 e raised to minus 0.01x. This is your function. Now, what you can say about the question asked? Find the probability that net profit exceeds rupees 30. Now, what you have to find? probability that profit exceeds rupees 30. How will you write it mathematically?
Greater than 30, ma'am. X is greater than 30.
X is
Greater than.
read the question correctly. Read the question once again. See what is mentioned there. Average sale is, see, I'll go to this. Previous question, I'll go for here. See, what they are given is the average life of a compressor they are given, okay, it is no, it is to be 200 months, right? So average life of a compressor is given, and they have again asked you the question in terms of the life of a compressor only. Average life of compressor is given. Question is also asked in terms of the life of a compressor lasting for less than 200 months or between the 100 months up to 25 years. The question and the mean are for the same variable. Now check out in this example what is there. Sales is exponentially distributed. Sales is exponentially distributed and it is amounting to rupees 100. So average sales it is. Average sales is rupees 100, whereas the question asked is about net profit. Profit exceeds rupees 30. Are we getting my point? The average, whatever is mentioned, it is about the sales on that day. And what they have asked is about the profit should exceed 30. And even they have mentioned in that net profit is 8%. Net profit. With this, you have to, what you have to do? Any idea? Did you get? What is to be written? Did you understand the question or not?
No, no.
No. See, question, what they have given is sales in a shop. I hope you can understand that much. Sales in a shop is exponentially distributed. The distribution is exponential with average sale amounting to 100. In a particular shop, on an average, every day, the sales that he does is about rupees 100. If you go for 1 month sale, take an average, on one particular day, the sales will go up to rupees 100. That is the average sales of a shop. Okay. And also the net profit is 8%. Whatever the average, that is, let us think that on one particular day, he will sell commodities worth rupees 100. That's what it is. Average sales is amounting to rupees 100 means the shopkeeper will sell the commodities worth rupees 100, and with that he will be getting a profit of 8% on that particular day. Average profit is also 8%. So this thing is given. At least, did you understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The shopkeeper, on an average, every day he will sell the commodities worth rupees 100. He will get 100 rupees transaction, I can say, with worth rupees 100. With that, he will be earning 8%. Whatever the only sales is of 100 rupees and profit is 8%. Okay. The profit is 8%. Now, what we want is rupees profit out of 100 rupees that he sells. Okay, on an average, he sells commodities of 100 rupees. You want the profit to be 30. So, when will be the profit 30? So, that you have to calculate. That is, the probability that profit exceeds 30 means what you have to calculate is how much sales you have to do so that the profit is 30. So, probability that sales exceeds rupees how much, that you have to calculate now with the given data. What they are asked is profit has to exceed rupees 30. Now, if profit has to exceed rupees 30, how much sales he has to do? That you have to calculate. Okay. So what I have mentioned here, 8% profit. That is for 8 rupees profit. For 8 rupees profit, amount is rupees 100, right? Here, the average sale amounting to rupees 100 and the net profit is 8%. He earns 8% profit by selling 100 rupees commodities. That means 8% profit it is. That means for every 100, his profit is rupees 8. So that's what we have written. For every 100 rupees, profit is rupees 8. So if he sells 100 rupees commodities, the profit that we get is 8 rupees. But what we want is the profit should be 30 rupees. So for 30 rupees profit, what should be the sales? Are you getting this? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. For 8 rupees profit, the sales in that particular day should be of 100 rupees. If he has to get a profit of 30 rupees, how much amount transaction should be done on that day? So what will you get there? What is this x I can write, or I can write y here? So what is the value of y equal to? 30 into 100 divided by 8. Yeah, how much you get?
375, ma'am.
375 rupees. So if he has to get a profit of rupees 8 on that particular day, he has to sell commodities worth rupees 375. Then he will get a profit of rupees 30. Then now what we'll do? Probability that profit exceeds rupees 30. Probability that profit exceeds rupees 30 means it is the probability that sales exceeds rupees 375. Sales will exceed rupees 375. Are you getting it? If the profit has to be more than 30 rupees, then the sales has to be more than 375. Why we are doing this? Because in the question, the sales per day is given exponentially distributed. And when you write your f of x, this x stands for the sales only. So we have to, when you write f of 2 means it is about the sales only. So we will write the x in the question in terms of sales. Sales has to exceed 375. That's the probability that x is greater than 375. Here you can write x, you can't write x is greater than 30. X stands for our sales, whereas here it is profit. So we'll convert it in terms of sales. Now you can write probability that x is greater than 375. How to calculate this? Integration from 375 to infinity. Or you can write even 1 minus 1 can do lower direction. This is your function. Mean is 0.01. 0.01 e raised to minus 0.01x. Integrate it. Cancel. Integration is e raised to minus 0.01x divided by minus 0.201. Limits are from 375 to infinity. Cancel here. Minus outside. E raised to minus infinity will be 0 minus e raised to minus 0.01 into 375. Everybody got the answer? Minus minus it becomes plus. You can just go for, I think, 3.75. E raised to 3. Minus 3.75.
Ma'am, 0.0235.
0.063. Probability that profit exceeds rupees 30 on a particular basis. On one day. On one day. Now what they asked? This is the probability. Now what they have asked is the probability that profit exceeds rupees 30 on 2 consecutive days. What is to be done? Probability that profit exceeds rupees 30 on 2 consecutive days. What is to be done? Quick, time is up.
Into 2.
Into 2. That's the mistake you will be doing. See, 2 days. On first day, profit has to exceed. What's the probability that on the first day, profit has to exceed rupees 30 or whatever? It is some value. And that's 0.02. This is the value. Again, on the next day, you want the profit to exceed 30 rupees. Again, the probability has to be 0.02 here also. Both the things have to be done simultaneously here. On both the days, the profit has to exceed. It is like the probability of first day into the probability of the second day. Is it right? On both the days, the profit has to exceed this much amount, 30 rupees. That means this is the probability. So you have to take the product because on both the days you want the probability. It is like, don't take this. It is either you write what is the V1 and all. So it is 0.0235 into 0.0235. The probability on the first day multiplied with the probability on the second day. We want on both the days probability should exceed 30 rupees only. The same probability is multiplied. So, see what other the answer is.
Why we have to multiply instead of adding?
See, when addition comes, either you want the probability of that amount exceeding 30 on one of the days, either on day 1 or on day 2, means you'll go for addition. What's the probability that the profit exceeds 30 on either of the days? Means you'll go for addition. Either it should exceed here or it should exceed on second day. What we want is it has to exceed, the profit has to exceed 30 on both the days. Here also you have to get the probability that it exceeds 30 again on the second day. Both the tasks have to be done simultaneously. We want both the probabilities. We want 2 consecutive days they have. So we want that on both the days probability exceeds 30. So it is multiplied. If it is either of the tasks, then we will go for addition. If you want both to be done consecutively, simultaneously, then it is multiplication. That is where you get confused usually in this probability. Whenever OR comes, you have to go for plus. Whenever AND comes, you have to multiply. You want it on both the days, day 1 and day 2. is what?
0.006.
I written 0.055. I say round it up. You may get it as 0.06. See what I write. Okay. So this is the answer I written. I think or else I will. You can go through PDF notes, see whether there are examples on this exponential. I hope the examples are sufficient. The next class will go to normal distribution. Okay. Have you got that table? I posted a table. Have you taken a print of that?
Yes, ma'am.
At least a few of yours. Otherwise, I have to bring the table every time. I have to see the value and tell you. Better it is if some of you have that table. Even it is possible in calculator, but I don't know exactly how they get it in the calculator. If you can ask some of questions. Okay, time is up. We'll stop it now. B division students, if you want a separate class for that exponential distribution, whatever has been done yesterday, you just tell me. We'll think of it in the afternoon.